Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the chair of the committee. I am pleased today that the House is considering the Accelerating Appraisals and Conservation Efforts Act, known as the AACE Act, my bipartisan, bicameral bill to cut red tape for everyone who relies on the federal government to buy, sell, or transfer public land. It will speed up appraisals and approvals for Nevada housing projects and cut governmental red tape that drives up housing costs. Outdoor enthusiasts will be able to enjoy the public lands they've fought to preserve, and it will allow for better, faster infrastructure to power our communities. The U.S. Department of Interior oversees hundreds of millions of acres of public lands nationwide. Its Bureau of Land Management alone stewards roughly 70% of the lands in my home state of Nevada. Before DOI is able to buy, sell, lease, trade, or conduct any type of land-related transaction, it must first make sure that these activities are done at fair market value to protect the public trust. But while full-time federal appraisers are able to work quickly and easily across state lines, the private appraisers on whom DOI must now rely to satisfy the growing demands on the agency can only work in specific states or territories in which they are individually credentialed. This is slowing progress across the country on a range of conservation, economic, housing, and infrastructure goals, all dependent on the DOI's ability to complete land transactions promptly. My bipartisan AACE Act would help alleviate and prevent appraisal bottlenecks by building upon a decades-old precedent of limited license reciprocity for appraisals established under the Bush-Quayle administration. It would enable the DOI to contract with private appraisers who are appropriately credentialed in one state to perform appraisal and valuation services on DOI's behalf in any state. Importantly, it would also require DOI to continue to prioritize working with local appraisers, unlocking the enhanced flexibility provided by the bill only when no assignment qualified or cost competitive local appraisers are available. In short, the legislation would maximize DOI's efficiency without spending a single additional dollar of taxpayers' money. It better positions America's principal land management agency to complete land transactions of all kinds more effectively and efficiently, ensuring that the federal government can deliver on those critical projects without getting in its own way. That's why the bill has the support of Republican and Democrat members of Congress, senators, and governors. It's also supported by DOI and organizations ranging from Conservation Lands Foundation to Trout Unlimited to the Nevada Housing Coalition and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. It benefits everyone from conservationists to developers who all find themselves waiting at the back of the same federal appraisals line. I want to thank my colleague and good friend, Representative Dave Joyce, for writing this much-needed legislation with me to provide a simple, bipartisan solution to a simple, bipartisan problem. And thank you to Senator Catherine Cortez Masto for championing this common-sense legislation in the Senate. It's essential that we pass the bill in this Congress so we can get it to the President's desk without delay and deliver as soon as possible on the lands projects that Americans need.